Hello everyone, this is Zen speaking. I'm so glad to have this opportunity to share this course. I hope you can enjoy it. The topic of the training today is how to realize a quick whole house integrated furniture design in CAXA. The content mainly includes 3 points. The first one is using the function of Add Cabinet in CAXA to quickly select the corresponding modules for compilation. The second one is modifying the modules to adapt to the size of the house and the techniques in OPI. The last one is matching the hard outfit that includes floors, walls, ceilings, and our finished materials such as tile, marble, paint, and so on. And the soft outfit that includes furniture, fittings, and other detachable accessories with our cabinets. First of all, let's talk about the design requirements for today's training. This design requires that the house type is 2 bedrooms and 1 living room, including 6 spaces, entry with show cabinet, living room with TV cabinet, dining room with wine cabinet, balcony with balcony cabinet, master room with cloakroom design, and the function room with sliding door wardrobe with trick box, tatami, and the combination of desk cabinet and bookcase. The maximum size of our cabinets is 2700 mm, and the overall style of the whole house is unlimited, but should be unified. Okay, let's do the design and open the CAXA. The first step is the choice of house floor plan. There is no strict limit on the house floor plan. You can find a suitable house floor plan on the internet to design, but it must contain the 6 spaces mentioned before. This is the house floor plan that I have already found. I will make a few adjustments based on it to make a quick whole house integrated furniture design. The next step is drawing the house floor plan. After entering the house type interface, we have 3 ways to draw the house type. The first one is search house type. Clicking here. There would be 3 toolbars: the community, the house type, and the area. As for community, you can choose the name of the community. As for house type, you can choose the house type includes 3 bedrooms and 2 halls and 1 bathroom. The 3 bedrooms and 2 halls and 2 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms and 2 halls and 2 bathrooms, and 2 bedrooms and 2 halls and 1 bathroom, and 3 rooms and 2 halls and 2 bathrooms. As for the area, you can choose the area of the house. You can select the corresponding options according to your design. However, only the house floor plan has been imported at present. The corresponding modules haven't been built yet and can't be used. For example, here I choose the first one. And the house module appear in CAXA doesn't correspond with the house type I just chose. So the function hasn't been yet, and we will tell you when it can be used. Okay, let me undo the operation. The second one is import CAD files, which is not open either now. The third one is import the house type plane. There are 3 options, includes import house type plane, clear house plane, and set size scale. When you click import house type plane, you can open your house floor plan and here I choose my house floor plan. And then the software will remind you to set the size scale. Please click the left button first to determine the first point of measurement, and then click the first point and the second point and enter the corresponding data in the house floor plan. And at first, you should click the left button first to determine the first point of measurement. And then click the second point. And then enter the corresponding data in the house floor plan. It should be 1740 and confirm. Then you should draw the walls according to the house floor plan. Click here. You can draw the walls follow the house floor plan. And at last, you can adjust the distance between the walls. And you will find the size will be almost consistent with the size in the house floor plan. If you forget to set the side scale or want to reset the side scale when the measurement is wrong, you can select the Clear House Plan and then choose the Import House Type Plan function. Or you can click the Set Side Scale and set. After you finish the adjustment of the distance between the walls, you can draw the inside wall. Like this. Because it will take a lot of time to draw the wall and adjust the distance between the walls, here I will open the house module that I have already drawn. Okay, this is the house module, and after the house floor plan is completed, remember to set the height and the length of each room. And you can choose the room and change the height of the room to 3000. And here, you can select the name of the room, or you can input the name of the room. And this area is living room, so I chose the living room. The operations in the other room is the same as the operations in the living room. You just need to remember to set the height and the length of each room. After drawing the house floor plan, you can add corresponding furniture in each space. First of all, add the shoe cabinet in the entry space. The first step is to check the size of the entry space. And click here. You can see that the height of the room is 3000 mm. Click the wall, you can see that the length of the entry is 2023 mm. And click here, you can see that the width of the entry is 1880 mm. The second step is to enter the custom interface and use the Add Cabinet function to quickly add the cabinet. And at first, we should go to the custom interface and click the Add Cabinet function, and it pops up the Compilation Cabinets Limited interface. You can limit each condition and select the eligible module. The first line is space division. It includes the entry, living and dining room, bedroom, function room, and balcony. And the second line is the cabinet division. It depends on the space choice. For example, if you choose the entry, the second line only has one option, shoe cabinet. But if you choose the living and dining room, the second line has two options, include TV cabinet and wine cabinet. The third line is width division. It provides several width division options. The first line is height division. It provides several height range options, and you can choose the corresponding module according to your own design needs. As for the entry, here I should choose entry. Shoe cabinet 1500 to 2000, 2800 in proper order. The first one looks great, then double-click it and drag it into the seam and put it on the longer wall side. The third step is updating the cabinet techniques. It is in the toolbar and name the product process update. The selected module may contain the techniques that has been eliminated, which can be produced. Therefore, you must update the product techniques to guarantee the order can go well. After you click it, if the software reports some errors in the top left corner, please delete or change the corresponding techniques. Here, I click the product process update function, and the software will take a little time to check. At the bottom left of the interface will show the process of technique updates. After the update is finished, the software reports some errors in the top left corner, and we should look at the process inspection warning. It includes error lane, error type, and wrong description. As for this cabinet, it shows the YMA001 door panel and door display have been removed, and you should delete them. At first, we should break down the module. The shortcut key is Ctrl+B. Then you can double-click the arrow and the software can track the arrow position. Go to 3D scene. And double-click it. Click the door and delete it. Do it one by one. Click the door. Delete it. Okay, when all errors disappear, you can go to the first step. The first step is modifying the size of module. You should modify the height, width, and depth of the cabinet according to the design requirements. For height modification, the room height is 3000 mm. If the ceiling height is 300 mm, the maximum cabinet height is 2700 mm. So we need to adjust the height to 2700 mm. You can subtract the height of the basic cabinet or the height of the top cabinet by 100 mm, or subtract the height of the top finish by 50 mm, and then subtract the height of the basic cabinet or the height of the top cabinet by 50 mm. Of course, you can also take other methods as long as it matches the overall height minus 100 mm. Here I choose to subtract the height of the top finish by 50 mm and then subtract the height of top cabinet by 50 mm. And at first we should choose the top finish and change the height to 50. And then choose the top cabinet and change the height to 550 mm. And choose this top cabinet and change the height to 550. And then adjust the top finger position. For width modification, when the side of cabinet is against the wall, a side finger is generally set up, so the module width can be changed to 1973 mm, and the finger width is 50 mm, and the module width is 1850 mm. Here, I suggest increasing the width of the shorter unit cabinet by 123 mm. At first, choose the shorter top cabinet. Its width is 450. So I should change the width to 573 mm. And then adjust this cabinet position. Here I want to adjust the over cabinet's position to show you more clearly. As for the shorter no cabinet, you will find that the cabinet width can be changed normally if you change the width directly. Here I change the width to 573 mm, and you will find the cabinet width can be changed. And you can change the cabinet width if there are some functional fittings inside the cabinet. You should delete the plastic mobile laminate at first, then change the shorter no cabinet width to 573 and adjust the position. Here I should delete the plastic mobile laminate one by one. And then choose this cabinet and change the width to 573 mm and adjust the position. At last, you should add the parts you deleted, such as the doors and functional fittings. If you want to keep the original function fittings, please remember their name before they deleted and add them again. For example, choose this cabinet and right-click. Use the Add Function component function to add the shelf deleted, and find the plastic mobile laminate here and drag it into the cabinet. Choose the plastic mobile laminate and right-click. You can use the uniform function to set up the numbers of laminates. Here I input 2, and here I input 4. And next, you should add the doors of each cabinet. And here I install the doors one by one. Choose the double door. And here I choose the right open door. And here I choose the left door. And here I choose double door. Here I should install the drawers. We should look at the errors. It shows the hinge 2 position is not right, so we should double-click it and choose the door. Go to the hinge position and change the hinge to position. Here I would choose the move down 60 millimeter. And we should choose this one. Change the hinge to position. Change move down 60 millimeter. Double click it and choose the door and change the hinge 3 position. Here I would choose the move down 60 millimeter. All errors disappear. At last, you should set up the fingers and go to the finger closing and choose a kind of side finger. Here I choose this one and drag it into the scene and put it on the cabinet side. Change the height to 2650. Then go to the finger division option and choose 2 parts. Here you can change the lower height to 2100. Finally, change the top finger length to 2023 millimeter and adjust the top finger position. The shoe cabinet is done, and we should adjust the ornaments position. The shoe cabinet is done, and then you should change its position. Choose all parts of the shoe cabinet. Move them to against the wall. Okay, and the shoe cabinet is done. Then we should go to the living room and add the TV cabinet. At first, we should check the size of the living room. And we should go to 2D scene. I want to put the TV cabinet against the wall, so at first we should check the size of the wall. And the length of the wall is 4019, so the length of the TV cabinet should be less than 4019. Click the Add Cabinet and choose the living room and dining room TV cabinet and choose 3500 to 4000 and 2800. The first one looks great, so double click it and drag it into scene. Then we should update the cabinet techniques. So we should go to Tools function and choose Product Process Update. After the update is completed, we should look at the process inspection warning. It shows YMA001 turned door can't install the support. The door display has been removed, and the YMA001 door panel has been removed. So we should delete or change the errors one by one. So we should go to the 3D scene. And then double click it, break down the model, choose the door. Here we can change the support style. choose this one. Okay, double click it and choose the door and change the support type, and double click it and choose the door and change the support type. Double click it and delete the doors. Okay, we should delete the YMA001 door panel. Choose the door and delete. Okay, all errors disappear. Next step is modifying the size of the model. At first, we should change the height of the TV cabinet. It is the same with shoe cabinet, so we should change the top finger height to 50 and subtract the height of the top cabinet by 50 mm. So we should change the height to 430. Then adjust the top finger position. As for the width modification here, I don't want to change the width of the TV cabinet. Next, I should add the door and the drawers. Install the doors one by one. And then install the drawers. Then look at the wrong description. It shows the hinge 3 and hinge 2 position is not right. So we should double click it and choose the door. Change the hinge 3 position. I want to select the move down 60 mm. Double click it and choose the door. Go to the hinge position and change the hinge to position. I want to choose the move down 60 mm. Choose the door. Change the hinge to position. Okay, the TV cabinet is done. And then we should add the wine cabinet. Go to 2D scene. Here I want to put the wine cabinet against the wall. So at first checking the length of the wall. The length of the wall is 2740 mm. The both sides of the wine cabinet is against the wall, so we should minus 100 mm to set the set finger. So the wine cabinet width should be 2640 mm. Click the Add Cabinet function and choose the living room and dining room. Choose the wine cabinet. Choose 2500 to 3000. Choose 2800. Here I want to choose the last one. Double click and drag it into the scene. Next step is go to the tools and use product process update. and waiting for the updating. And then we should look at the process inspection warning. It shows the YMA001 door. Process size can produce this material. We should delete the door panel. As for door display, the product has been removed, so we should delete the door display. As for the YMA001 pumping surface has been removed. As for the lamp strip has been removed. And as for the PWMLL4017 door has been removed, so we should delete them one by one and go to 3D scene. Double click it and choose the door and delete. Double click it and choose the door and delete. And here delete the drawers. Then we should delete the lamp. So choose the lamp
and delete. Delete.
The next step is modifying the size of the model. At first, we should change the height of the wine cabinet. Subtract the height of the wine cabinet by 100 mm. Here, I subtract the height of the top finger by 50 mm. Break down the model. Choose the top finger and change the height to 50 mm. And here I want to subtract the height of the nose cabinet by 50 mm. Choose the nose cabinet and change the height to 2290. Choose this cabinet and change the height to 2290. And then adjust the top cabinet position. And here,
And
okay, and adjust the top finger position. We should look at the arrows. Double click and we should change the height of the back panel. Choose the back panel and change the height to 750. All arrows disappear. Next, we should change the width of the wine cabinet. As mentioned before, and the length of the wall is 2740 mm, and we should leave 100 mm to set up the set fingers. The length of the model is 2900 mm, so we should subtract the width of the wine cabinet by 260. I want to change this cabinet, so I choose this cabinet and its width is 900. I should change width to 640. Then use the cabinet division, click OK. And then choose this top cabinet and change the width to 640. Then adjust the other cabinet's position. After the size modification is finished, then you can install the doors one by one. As for these two cabinets, if you want to install the whole door, at first you should measure in these two cabinets and choose this cabinet. Press Ctrl and choose this cabinet. Use the shortcut key Ctrl plus G measuring these two cabinets. Then you can install the whole door. As these two cabinets, and you can choose this cabinet, press Ctrl and choose this cabinet, and use the shortcut key Ctrl plus G measuring these two cabinets, and then you can install the whole door. And choose double door. Then you can change the door style and choose this door. Right-click, use Replace function. Here I want to install the aluminum frame door panel and choose this one. Then you can use the Format Brush function to make the other two doors look the same with this door. Choose this door and this door. Right-click to finish it. As for this kind of aluminum framed door panel, you need to replace the top and the bottom panel, and at first we should hide the doors. You can use the shortcut key Ctrl plus P to hide the doors. Then you should choose the top panel and right-click, use Replace function to replace the top panel and choose this one. Choose this bottom panel, right-click, use Replace function, and choose this kind of bottom panel. Then you can make the doors appear. Then you should set up the set thinners and you should go to thinner closing interface. Choose this kind of set thinner, drag it into the seam, and put it on the side of the wine cabinet. Change the height to 2640 and adjust the position. Then you should drag it into the scene and put it on the other side of the wine cabinet. And change the height to 2640. Okay, the side thinners are done. Then we should change the top thinner and choose the top thinner. Change the depth to 340 and change the set thinner position. Okay, and the wine cabinet is finished. Then we should add a balcony cabinet in the balcony and go to 2D scene. And I want to put the cabinet against this wall and check the length of this wall. It is 1190. When the both sides of the cabinet against the wall, we should leave 100 mm to set up the side thinners. So the balcony cabinet width should be 1090. Next, go to Add Cabinet function. choose balcony and choose balcony cabinet 700 to 1100. And the first one looks great. Double click it and drag it into the scene. Then go to 3D scene. At first, we should go to Tools bar and choose the Product Process Update function. Check this cabinet techniques. Here we just waiting for the updates. Okay, the update is completed and the software don't report any errors here. So we can go to the next step, the size modification of this balcony cabinet. At first, we should modify the height of the balcony cabinet. Choose the balcony cabinet and break it down. As for the height modification, it is same with previous cabinets. We should choose this top finer and change the height to 50. And choose this top cabinet. Change the height to 1030. Then adjust the top finer position. For the width modification, we should change the width to 1090. Choose the top cabinet and change the width to 1090 and adjust its position. Here I input 50. As for the top finer, we should change the width to 1140 and adjust this position. As for the back panel, we should change the width to 1190 and adjust the position. As for the desk, we should change its width to 1090. You can find that the width can't be changed. Let me undo the operation. You can choose this cabinet and right-click, use the replace function. And here you can replace the desk style. And here I want to choose this one. And choose this cabinet and change its width to 1090. And here input 50. Then you should close this countertop to make the both sides of the countertop to extend 50 mm to against the wall. So here we should input 50 and here we should input 50 to make the both sides of the countertop to against the wall. Next, we should set up the set thinners, and here I choose this kind of set thinner and drag it to the scene, put it on the side of the top cabinet. Then set up the set thinner on the other side of the top cabinet and drag it into the scene. Then we should set the set thinners of the desk. Choose this one and drag it into the scene. Adjust its position and change the height. The height of the desk is 980. So we should change the height to 880. Adjust its position. Here we should input 100. Then we should set up the set thinner on the other side. And choose this one and drag it into the scene. adjust its position, and change the height to 880. Adjust its position. Here we should choose the left. Here we should input 100. The depth of the desk is 600, and so here we should input 512. Okay, the balcony cabinet is done. Then we should go to the function room, add tatami, sliding door wardrobe, and the combination of desk, cabinet, and bookcase. First of all, we have to consider the space layout. According to the design requirements, the sliding door wardrobe with a trick box should be combined with a tatami. So, we should regard the sliding door wardrobe and tatami as a whole, and choose a suitable place to set up them. On the other hand, the tatami can be used as a bed. In general, it is not placed directly opposite the door, so we should choose the right side to place the tatami. Check the side of this wall. The length of this wall is 3280 mm, and the length of this wall is 1622 mm. At first, we should set up the sliding door wardrobe in the corner, whose width should be less than 1622 mm. Click Add Cabinet function. As for the space, choose Bedroom. As for the combination, choose the sliding door wardrobe. As for the width, we can choose 1400 to 1600. As for following options, you can set the bottom cabinet height, whether there is a cabinet and the top cabinet, the top cabinet style, and what space the wardrobe belongs to. Here, I don't have needs for this, so choose all is okay. We should choose the wardrobe with trick box, so choose this one. Double click it and drag it into the seam. Put it in the corner. At first, we should go to Tools bar and use Product Process Update function to check the techniques of the wardrobe. Okay, the update is completed. The software doesn't report errors. So we can go to next step, the size modification of the wardrobe. At first, go to 3D theme. And choose this cabinet. And check the size of the wardrobe. Its width is 1550. Its depth is 600. Its height is 2800. Then break down the model. As for the height modification, subtract the wardrobe by 100 mm and choose the wardrobe. Change the height to 2600. Then adjust the top finger position. For width modification, here I change the width to 1600 because we should set up a side finger on the side of the wardrobe that against the wall. So here I don't need to change the width of the wardrobe. Just adjust the wardrobe and the top finger position. Here input 50. Then go to finger closing interface. Choose this one and drag it into the seam. Put it on the side of the wardrobe. Choose the set thinner. Here we should choose the left and change the height to 2600. Here we should choose the two parts and change the lower height to 2100. Then we should choose the top set thinner and change the width to 1600. Then add the sliding door of this wardrobe. Choose this wardrobe and right-click. Use generating tricks and choose one kind of sliding door. And this one looks great, so I choose this one. You can see that the clothes protrude from the sliding door panel and hide the door. You can choose the clothes model and press shortcut key C and change the size of the clothes model. And then adjust the position, or you can delete the clothes model. Here I delete them. Then use the shortcut key Ctrl plus P to make the door appear. The sliding door wardrobe is done. Then add tatami. Go to 2D theme. The length of this wall is 3280 mm. Subtract the depth of the wardrobe. The length of tatami is 2680 mm. The width of tatami should be the same with wardrobe. It is 1600. Click Add Cabinet. Choose Function Room and Tatami. As for the width, we should choose 2400 to 2800. As for the depth, we should choose 1520. Here I choose the last one and drag it into the seam. Choose the tatami and change the width to 2680 and change the depth to 1600. Adjust the tatami position. Then go to Tools bar and use Product Process Update function to check the techniques of the tatami. When the update is completed, the software reports errors and we should look at the process inspection warning. It shows some door displays have been removed. We should delete them one by one and break down the model. Double-click the error and choose the door. Delete. Let me delete the doors one by one. When you delete this door, you will find you can delete it. Then we should delete the whole cabinet and reinstall a new cabinet whose width is 1550, depth is 938, and height is 420. At first, delete the cabinet and then go to Tatami interface and choose this one and drag it into the scene. Then rotate it. Change the width to 1550. Change the depth to 938. Change the height to 420. Then adjust the cabinet position. Then double-click this area. Choose the door and delete it. And double-click it and go to 3D scene. Choose this door and delete it. When all errors disappear, then we can adjust this cabinet position, and we can see that the distance between this cabinet and this cabinet is 80. So we should add this cabinet width by 80 millimeter. So we should change the width to 1100. Then change the inner space width. Here input 523. Then choose this cabinet and right-click. Use Add Function Component function to add a shelf. And go to Tatami Panels and choose the Tatami diaphragm and drag it into the cabinet. And choose the Tatami Vertical Divided panel and drag it into the cabinet. Then adjust the distance between the panels. Here input 523 and here input 523. Then add the tatami door one by one and use the install function to click panel. Here we should choose 18mm fixed tatami cover. The software reports errors. Look at the wrong description. The texture direction is wrong. We should change the texture direction. Choose vertical green. And then add the tatami door one by one. Choose this cabinet and right-click. Use the Add Panel function. Then we should install the drawers one by one. Okay, the tatami is done. Next, add the combination of desk and the bookcase and go to 2D scene. And I want to put the combination of desk and the bookcase here and choose the wardrobe. The distance between the wall and the wardrobe is 1250. So the cabinet width should be 1200 mm. Click Add Cabinet and choose Function Room, Desk and Bookcase. As for the width, choose 1200 to 1500. This one looks great and drag it into the scene. Then go to the Tools bar and use the Product Process Update function to check the techniques of this cabinet. When the update is completed, the software reports errors, and we should look at the wrong description. It shows the door display and YMA001 door panel have been removed. At first, go to 3D scene. At first, break down the cabinet. Look at the wrong description, click it, and delete the drawer. Click it and delete the door. Then install the drawer and the door. Then go to Finer Closing interface and choose this one and drag it into the scene. Put it on the side of the top cabinet. Then choose the countertop to extend 50 mm to make it against the wall. Here input 50. Then choose this one and drag it into the scene. Put it on the side of desk. Choose the desk and the desk height is 720. So we should change the height to 720. Then adjust the side finger position. And the combination of desk and the bookcase is done. So the all cabinets of function room are done. Next, we are going to do the cloakroom design. Cloakroom is generally to do U-shaped wardrobe design. 3 sides you can freely design, but the style should be unified. It is worth noting that the corner of the cabinet needs to install the fake door open door with straight hinge. The part is covered by the other side of the wardrobe is the fake door. Its width should be bigger than the depth of the wardrobe, so that it will not affect the use of open door. At first, let's check the size of cloakroom. The width is 2330 mm. The length is 1078 plus 1622 equals 2700 mm. The wall has door is not suitable to put cabinets, so we should set up cabinets on these 3 sides of the wall. As for this wall, the length is 2700 mm. Leave 100 to install the side finish. The whole length of the wardrobe is 2600 mm. In general, the length of the corner cabinet should be 900 to 1000 mm. At first, set up the corner cabinet in the corner. Click Add Cabinet. Choose bedroom and hinge door wardrobe. As for the width, we should choose 700 to 1000. And choose this one and drag it into the seam. Put it in the corner. Choose this cabinet and change its width to 950. Go to 3D seam. Then hide the doors to check the inner structure. Because the right part of this cabinet is covered by the other side cabinet, so the right space is not convenient to use. Delete these panels. Then check the techniques of this cabinet. The update is completed. Let's look at the wrong description. It shows the champagne gold hand rolled and YMA001 door panel have been removed. So we should delete them one by one. Make the doors appear and break down this model and delete the doors and hand rod. Then add a hand rod. Choose this cabinet and right-click. Use Add Function component. Here choose Functional Accessory. And choose hand rod. Choose this one and drag it into the cabinet. As for the door, we should install the fake door open door. And choose this one. Then we should change the size of two doors. Choose this door, and here we should choose Custom. We should leave at least 600 mm to install the fake door to ensure the doors of the other side cabinet can be opened normally. So change the left door width to 400. Then choose the fake door and delete the handle. The door panel operation of the cabinet below is the same. Here choose Custom, and here input 400, and choose this fake door, delete the handle. As for the height modification, subtract the height of top cabinet and top finish by 50 mm. Choose this top cabinet and change its height to 550. And choose the top finish and change its height to 50. and adjust its position. Marshalling these two cabinets, press the shortcut key Ctrl plus G, and then adjust its position. Here input 50. Then go to Filler Closing interface. Choose this kind of set filler and drag it into the scene. Put it on the side of the cabinet. Then change the height to 2650. Here choose two parts and change the lower height to 2100. And here choose the left. Then adjust the set filler position. Then go to 2D theme. There is 1700 mm space for the wardrobe. Click Add Cabinet. Choose Bedroom and Hinged Door Wardrobe. As for the width, we should choose 1500 to 2000. Choose this one and drag it into the theme. Check the techniques of this model. The update is completed. Look at the wrong description. It shows the dressing mirror, hand-rolled door display, and YMA001 door panel have been removed. So we should delete them one by one. And go to 3D theme. Choose this model and break it down. And delete the doors, drawers, dressing mirror, and hand-rolled, then reinstall them. Delete the doors. And delete the hanging rod. Then delete the dressing mirror. Delete the drawers. Choose this cabinet and right-click. Use Add Function Component function to install the hanging rod and the dressing mirror. And go to Functional Accessory. Choose hanging rod and choose this one and drag it into the cabinet. Choose dressing mirror. Choose this one and drag it into the cabinet. The dressing mirror height is 1000 mm and it should be about 700 mm from the ground. So here input 300. Then choose this door and add the hanging rod and drawers. As for the installation of drawers, at first we should go to Functional Parts and install the Functional Part Filler. We should choose the second one, Functional Closure, without laminate, and drag it into the cabinet. Choose the Functional Closure. Here we should choose Custom. Here we should choose Function Filler Left. Here we can choose 462. And here we should input 70. Then install the drawers. Then install the doors one by one. Look at the wrong description. It shows the hinged 2 position is wrong. So double click it and choose this door and go to hinge position. Change the hinge to position. Here choose move up 60 mm. Next, we should change the size of these 2 cabinets. As for the height modification, subtract the height of top cabinet and the top finger by 50 mm. Choose this top cabinet and change the height to 550. And choose this cabinet and change the height to 550. The top finger can be deleted because there is a top finger here, so we can delete it. As for the width modification, divide 1650 equally, and the width of each unit cabinet is 825 mm. So change each cabinet width to 825 mm. And choose this cabinet. Change its width to 825. Choose this top cabinet and change its width to 825. Choose this cabinet and change its width to 825. Choose this cabinet and change its width to 825. Then adjust these 2 cabinets' position. Then measuring these 4 cabinets. Press the shortcut key Ctrl+G and then go to 2D scene and adjust its position. Then go back the 3D scene and go to finger closing interface. Choose this kind of set finger and drag it into the scene. Put it on the side of the cabinet. Change the height to 2650. Here choose 2 parts and change the lower height to 2100. Adjust the position. Then break down this model. When the both sides of this wardrobe are against the wall, we needn't to install the circle top finger, so we can choose this top finger and replace it. And choose the common top finger. Then change its width to 2700. Then adjust its position. Here choose 2 parts and change the left part length to 1700. And the wardrobe of this wall is done. As for this wall, in the corner, we should set up the corner cabinet. Just copy the opposite corner cabinet is fine. And choose these 2 cabinets and measuring them. Then right-click and copy it. Move it on the opposite corner. The doors are wrong, so we should delete them. Then restore the doors. And choose this one. And choose this door. Here we should choose custom. The whole door width is 950. To make the open door width be 400, we should change the right door width to 550. So here we should input 550. Choose the fixed door and delete the handle. Door panel operation of the cabinet below is the same. And choose this door. Here choose custom. Here input 550 and choose this fixed door. Delete the handle. Adjust the cabinet position. Here input 50. Then go to finger closing interface. Choose this kind of set finger and drag it into the scene. Put it on the side of the cabinet. Change the height to 2650. Here choose two parts and change the lower height to 2100 and adjust its position. Choose this cabinet and there is 1700mm space to install the wardrobe and we should leave at least 900mm for the opening door so we can set up a wardrobe whose width is 800mm. Click Add Cabinet. Choose Bedroom and hinge door wardrobe. As for width, choose 700 to 1000 and choose the second one and drag it into the seam. Change its width to 800 and then check the techniques of this cabinet. The update is completed. Look at the wrong description. It shows the hinge 1 position is wrong. The drawers YMA001 door panel and champion hanging rod have been removed, so we should delete them one by one. Choose this cabinet and break it down. At first, delete the drawers. And then delete the hanging rod and drawers. Then choose this cabinet and install the hanging rod and drawers. Right-click. Use Add Function component. And go to hanging rod. Choose this one and drag it into the cabinet. Then install the drawers. Next, we should install the doors one by one. Look at the wrong description. It shows the hinge to position is wrong, so double-click it and choose this door. Go to hinge position and change the hinge to position. Here, choose move up 6 mm. Then make the handle same height. Choose this door. Right-click. Use the same height function and choose this cabinet and right-click. At last, subtract the height of top cabinet and top finer by 15 mm. Choose this top cabinet and change the height to 550. Choose the top finer and change its height to 50. And adjust its position. Change its width to 1800 and adjust its position. As for the left finer, we should choose nothing. The wardrobe of this wall is done. Next, we should add cabinets on this wall. And use the measuring tools function to measure the distance between this door and this door. It is 1195. Leave 100 mm to install two side thinners, so the wardrobe width should be 1095. Click Add Cabinet. Choose Bedroom and Hinged Door Wardrobe. As for width, we should choose 700 to 1000. Choose the first one and drag it into the seam. Change its width to 1095 and adjust its position. Then check the techniques of this model. The update is completed. Look at the wrong description. It shows the champion gold hand rod and YMA001 door panel have been removed, so we should delete them one by one. At first, break down this model and delete the doors. Then delete the hand rod. This cabinet has been used when do the design on this wall, so we can make our own design to make it different and delete the parts inside the cabinet. Then add panels, choose this cabinet, right-click and use Add Function Component function. Go to Layer Riser interface, choose the middle vertical plate and drag it into the cabinet. Then choose this cabinet and use Cabinet Division function to make the inner face divided equally. Then add the shelf and right-click. Drag the solid layer into the cabinet and choose the shelf and right-click. Use uniform function to set up the numbers of the shelf. Here input 5. Then install the doors. Look at the wrong description. It shows the hinge 2 and hinge 3 position are wrong, so we should change their position and double click it. Choose this door and change the hinge 2 and hinge 3 position. As for hinge 2 position, here choose move up 60 mm. As for hinge 3 position, here choose move down 60 mm. And then choose this door and change the hinge 2 position. Then we should change the height of the top cabinet and the top finer. Choose this top cabinet and change the height to 550. And choose this top finer and change its height to 50. Adjust its position. Then measuring these two cabinets. And adjust its position. Here input 70. Then go to Finer Closing interface and choose this kind of side finer and drag it into the scene, put it on the side of this cabinet. And change its width to 50 and adjust its position. And look at the wrong description. It shows the side finer has conflict with the cabinet, so we should leave 1 mm for position adjustment. We can change the width to 49 and change the height to 2650. Here choose two parts and change the lower height to 2100. Then choose this kind of side finer and put it on the other side of this cabinet. And change its width to 49. Change height to 2650. Here choose two parts and change the lower height to 2100. And here choose the left. Then break down the model. Choose this top finer and right-click, replace it by common finer, and adjust its position. Here we should change the width to 1193 and adjust its position. Adjust the side finer's position. Okay, the wardrobe of this wall is done, and the cloakroom design is completed. Let's summarize the ways to draw the house floor plan. It has 3 ways. The first way is searching house type. You can set the name of the community, the house type, and the area of the house. By now, the corresponding house type model hasn't been built yet. Please wait and see. The second way is to import CD files. It can be used now. The third way is to import house type. It has 3 functions. Import the house type plane, clear the house plane, and set aside scale. You should notice that set the first point and the second point of measurement correctly because it determines the distance between the walls. Use add cabinet function to set up cabinets includes 4 steps. The first step is to check the size of the space to choose suitable cabinet. The second step is to add a cabinet. Choose one of cabinet that you want. The third step is to update cabinet's techniques. The function is in Tools bar named Product Process Update. Make sure the cabinets in the theme don't have techniques that have been removed. The next step is to modify the size of the cabinet. It includes height, width, and depth modification.